Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little different and we're going to dive into the world of devil fruits and hopefully we can provide you with what fictional fruit would be best had you wanted to assume the life of thievery. Now the criteria for this was quite extensive, but it boils down to this: how well the fruit would be able to assist in the life of being a thief. Now, just a quick note before we begin, we're only looking at the power itself and not the wielder, because some of these people on this list you would never expect to be the people that would be perfect for heist, okay? For those of you who would like to know the exact criteria, you can pause the video to see the criterion that was graded for all 187 devil fruits that I had graded in this exact video. And for those wondering, all the items that were scored upon were on a list of 1 to 10. Now let's begin. Welcome to the top 5 devil fruits to be a thief. Number 5, we're starting out with the door fruit. Now the current user of this is Bluno. Bluno is a member of the CP9 organization. It's a very secret government organization. If you didn't know that, I'm sorry, I spoiled it for you. And the main ability of this fruit is, wouldn't you know it, open a door on any surface. Now, what are the benefits to that, you may be asking? Well, this acts like a master key for any heist. It enables crafting of strategic pathways and diversions, and it's ideal for quick getaways or sudden entries during tight situations. Along with this, you can create maze of doors which will disorient any pursuers and create confusion. Now, there are a few things that can be considered as a drawback for this fruit, such as you must be discreet to avoid drawing attention because you're making big doors to travel and or traverse through. It's only effective on a suitable surface. Now granted, you're in a bank, you're probably going to have a surface to work with. So I'm not really going to draw back too much on that. I did give it a pretty high score when I was going through because there's so many places that you would be able to access when you're in a bank. So I'm not going to really judge too much on that one. Number 4, the OPOP fruit. I know, a lot of you already have this as number 1 in your brain. Or maybe number 2. Because number 1, you're gonna agree with. At least in my opinion. Granted, no one listens to me. I'm just a guy on the internet. Anyway, the current user of the OPOP fruit is Trafalgar D. Waterlaw. Obviously, Law is the captain of the Heart Pirates and a key player in the series, so everyone knows this ability. It allows you to manipulate objects within a specific space, move it around at your leisure. What benefits this may provide in a heist environment? Well, it allows you to navigate and dismantle security systems remotely. You could be across the room and just transport over something, or you can transport yourself over so long as you have something to connect with, usually like a chair behind the security system. Boom, teleport behind it, dismantle. Or send your security guy over to dismantle it for you. Along with this, you can create distractions, incapacitate adversaries, and you can rearrange the layout of an entire room to benefit the heist. Along with this, it allows precise control over the elements in your environment, from locking doors behind you to moving to hidden and safe places. Now, there are limitations to this power, such as the defined area that you get to work within. So really the range limitation is the main reason why this is kind of a drawback in number 4 on my list. Because if you're not a competent user like Trafalgar, you're probably not going to be able to make as big of room as he does, right? You're probably only able to move probably a limited amount of space. So the power is absolutely stupendous. We love the OPOP fruit, but I just don't think it's higher up on this list when it comes to the life of being a thief. We're on to number 3, the clone fruit. Current user is also known as Mr. 2, Bon Clay. We love this man. He's a former agent of the Baroque Works and close ally of the Straw Hat Pirates, especially renowned for his loyalty and charisma. What does this ability do? It transforms into anyone whose face the user has touched. And what are the benefits for this? Well, again, you can facilitate deception and infiltration, allows access to restricted areas by impersonating key figures. Imagine if you somehow managed to touch a manager's face. What's so good about this power? Imagine you hate someone. Yeah, I'm getting there. Real petty. Imagine you hate someone. You just touch their face. Then you want to perform a heist. But today, you want to perform a heist and get caught. Oh yeah. I'm saying you could literally incriminate someone you hate. That in itself puts this at number 3 on the list. Now, of course, there are all these different things that make it better. Like I said, you can obviously impersonate a manager, get the keys to the vault. You don't even have to try to steal stuff because you're going to be a trusted person. There are the drawbacks of requiring the physical contact with the target's face and demands acting skills to mimic personalities effectively. Those are the 2 drawbacks that really bring this fruit down a few tiers. Otherwise, I would love to have this at number 1. There's just a couple better fruits. Number 2, the Miror fruit. Everyone knows the Miror fruit, and if you do not, it is currently being used by Charlotte Brûlée. She's a member of the Charlotte family and serves under Big Mom. If you are unable to understand what the main ability is, boom! Creates mirrors and allows travel to and from the mirror world. It is insanely useful. This fruit also aids in evading pursuit and accessing inaccessible areas, allowing surveillance from a safe, undetectable vantage point so long as you know where the mirrors are in that bank. Along with this, you can create illusions or false images to mislead observers and security personnel. And after everything is said and done, if you bring a mirror or there's a mirror located near the vault, you can retreat into the mirror world as soon as you're done with the heist. So the only drawback to this, because pulling stuff into your own world and then being able to escape through the mirror world is like super duper strong on my list, you need to have a reflective surface to be effective. And unfortunately, if you need to carry a mirror around, that becomes a little bit clunky and sad. And obviously, overuse can draw attention, compromise your stealth if you keep on using the mirror as some kind of way to, mislead the observers or the security personnel, or just realizing that there's a whole bunch of stuff happening with mirrors. Maybe they start breaking mirrors. So the power is extremely valuable if used properly. Moving on to number 1. What can be said about number 1 aside from it's the clear fruit? Who was the current user? Well, it was Absalom. We loved him. He was a great character until his death. And a very sad death. A member of the Blackbeard Pirates may have taken the power because the clear fruit is clearly a obvious winner for this type of list. Now, there are honorable mentions. I would like to mention Sanji and Queen for having a semblance of this power. Sanji when he has this raid suit on, and Queen when he's fighting Sanji. Both of them are able to go invisible. Now, granted, Sanji was able to go invisible due to his speed during that fight, not just invisible as he was fighting King. But either way, they both were able to use a semblance of the clear fruit's power, and I respect both of them. Now, what does this actually do? It renders you completely and anything you touch invisible. And that's a very important part of this. If you see floating treasure, that would not be so good of a power. But yeah, the benefits of this are you have supreme stealth, making you virtually undetectable. It's adaptable across various environments and all scenarios. It allows manipulation of the situation with subtlety because you're completely invisible. You never have to be seen. You can surveillance, you can do eavesdropping, you can do everything. And on top of this, as soon as you touch the treasure you're trying to steal, it's invisible. There's no better power than the clear fruit in the One Piece world when it comes to thievery. And there you have it, guys. Our exploration into the realm of devil fruits for the ultimate life of thievery. From the doors, strategic doorways, to the mirror fruit's mirage-like mystique, each fruit brings its own distinct flair to the world of the covert operations. Now remember, it's not the power itself, but the crafty mind behind it that truly makes the difference. A master thief must balance audacity with discretion, ingenuity with finesse, and illusion with reality. As we bid adieu to this captivating journey, May you find inspiration in these fictional fruit, whether you aspire to tread the shadow or simply marvel at the creative possibilities they unveil. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling exploration. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and your imagination running. Stay cunning, stay clever, and remember, there's always more than meets the eye. Farewell, and may your heists be ever in your favor. And if you're still here, I do appreciate every single one of you that has watched through the video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, have any suggestions on what the next video may be, please make sure to let me know. I will read through the comments, and maybe your suggestion will be the next video I make. Thank you so much for your time.